Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for September 24th, 2021. Ton of new arrivals to actually show you guys this week's box sets, all kinds of stuff, some audiophile stuff. Pretty busy week, especially because the last couple of weeks have been pretty light. No pre-orders to talk to you about. First I want to show you, I don't show you too many 45s. I typically only show you local stuff that comes out. A buddy of mine put this out. This is on Ramco Records. This is Sanford Clark's The Fool, the big rockabilly hit, covered by Elvis. Al Casey on guitar. But this is kind of a single that never came out. So you got The Fool on the B-side, and you've got It's Nothing to Me on the A-side. It's Nothing to Me has actually gotten quite expensive. Copies of this are actually going over $100. So he put two big songs on one record, and actually new for this release is a Ramco sleeve, which never came out originally. Ramco, iconic label out of Phoenix, Arizona. A lot of great tunes came out of Phoenix on this label, including the original Sanford Clark, The Fool. It was later sold to Dot Records when it became kind of a big hit. Problem with the small indie labels, if you got yourself a hit, something that was too big, a lot of these indie labels couldn't finance the distribution across the United States. So it was sold out to Dot. Very similar to what happened to Elvis, actually, with Sun. RCA came up with just too much money for Sam Phillips to decline. He wasn't able to properly manufacture and distribute those records across the United States. The deal got done. Very similar with the Sanford Clark, The Fool. But yeah, iconic Arizona tune. Two new Blue Note classic titles, and it looks like I finally got a decent amount of stock on something on the Blue Note label for once. But Eric Dolphy's Out to Lunch and Herbie Hancock's Maiden, Voyage, probably considered Herbie's best album. Both these are cut by Kevin Gray from the original Analog Master tapes. The Blue Stingray. So this is actually a surf album. It came out, I want to say, in the 90s. This is mainly comprised, they didn't tell you who the Stingrays were at the time, but later we found out this is primarily Tom Petty's backing band, the Heartbreakers. I think he was on a break or something. They went into the studio and they cranked this out. This is the indie exclusive colored vinyl version. Really rare. I mean, they're not common. They go for hundreds of dollars when you find an original. This is actually a really good album. Hosen Yamamoto. I think that, yeah, let's see if they put the, they don't put the translation on this. It's the Devil something or other. It's a soundtrack. It is a jazz fusion, kind of on a funky, kind of on the funky side. It's a soundtrack to a Japanese film, but it's, you got a little bit of funk. You've got some drum breaks. You know, track 2 has kind of a pretty solid drum break on it. You know, what do they describe it as tripped out and laden with heavy jazz funk and disco breaks. The original soundtrack, oh yeah, the Devil's Flute is the actual name of this, the English translation. This is a Mr. Bongo release, but yeah, it has the Japanese obi. I actually do like this soundtrack. It's a little bit of a few different genres of music, almost. A little bit of funk, a little bit of fusion. I wouldn't go as far to say as disco-y. I don't really think it's disco-y, but I don't know. Maybe they figured they'd stuff as much stuff on the hype sticker as they possibly could to entice as many as people as possible. Flock of Seagulls, I Ran. This is a limited edition on splattered colored vinyl. Angels and Airwaves. We've got aqua with neon and magenta splatter. And this is the splatter. This is the US indie exclusive. Kind of comes in that metallic foil. Shrink. New album by Sufjan Stevens. A Beginner's Mind is the name of this. So this, I believe for a long time, was only available as a Rolling Stones website exclusive. This is the alternate cover of Goat's Head Soup. They were selling this, I believe, on their website. It comes with a 7-inch single as well. So I think they finally did like a large, wide release on this. So now I've got it in the store. Willie Colon, this is on Craft. This is all analog, cut by Kevin Gray. This is not actually a new record. This is a restock. Really, really solid. All analog, cut by Kevin Gray in a tip-on jacket. Worth having. Modest Mouse. What is this? The Golden Casket. I think I showed this last week. We're getting a repeat. I just showed this too. Nick Lowe, The Old Magic. 30th anniversary on green vinyl from the Pixies. This is an indie exclusive. They announced this months ago. I feel like this has gotten delayed. But indie exclusive anniversary green vinyl. Wolf Alice, My Love is Cool. Harry Connick Jr., Alone with My Faith, includes 2 unreleased songs. This is a new arrival for us, The Best of Gabo Zaboro. Great album. This is a comp that's put out by Modern Harmonic. New release from Black Jazz, iconic label, extremely difficult to find. This is Henry Franklin's The Skipper. This is the indie exclusive. I think this comes out, I thought this was the indie exclusive. I might be wrong. First LP reissue. They're doing a whole series, this whole Black Jazz. They're doing a good amount. This is probably the 10th or 12th reissue from the series. All right, Neil Diamond's Hot August Night. This is a limited edition, I think this is clear vinyl. This is another title that was maybe exclusive to his site. Maybe it was a European exclusive. They're quite rare, hard to get. I looked on Discogs, like the cheapest one for sale was like $100. But yeah, just a clear vinyl variant. All right, we've got a red vinyl variation of Paul McCartney 1. This is an indie exclusive. We have a clear vinyl variation of Paul McCartney 2, which is also an indie exclusive. Indie exclusives, guys, are only available at an independent record store. So this isn't something you can get at Walmart, Target, or Amazon. If you don't know what an indie exclusive is, that is essentially what an indie exclusive is. Speaking of Paul McCartney indie variations, they actually announced, Paul did on his Twitter page, he's doing Paul McCartney 3 in yet another variation. It is going to be a black and yellow splattered vinyl, limited to 3,333, put out by Third Man Records. So I'm not doing a pre-order on it. It's going to be extremely allocated. I will get some. I don't know how many I'm going to get, and I don't know how I'm going to go about selling them. I'm probably just going to put them in the store, and they'll sell in a couple minutes. But yeah, so there's going to be no shortage. When all's said and done with that album, there's going to be no shortage of variations. There's probably 20 variations of that album already. Angel Olsen, Isles. Jim Jones, The Fraud Department. Another limited edition from Culture Factory. This is Rare Earth's Ma. This is on red vinyl. Limited to 2,000 worldwide. Culture Factory, they do so few of these. I order them the first week, I show them to you guys, and I typically never get them back again. So they're one and done. Public Service Broadcasting, Bright Magic. This is limited edition colored vinyl and includes an MP3 download. I believe this is, once again, an indie exclusive. Introducing DJ Shadow. Great album. I love this record. They're doing it on a half-speed master. 2-disc half-speed master from Abbey Road Studios, 25th anniversary edition. Great electronic album. I'm not really an electronic fan. I have very few electronic albums in my collection. I've got this, I've got some Kraftwerk. I don't have a ton of stuff, but this is a great record. Primal Scream. Give Out But Don't Give Up. The original Memphis recordings by Run Out Groove. Runout Groove is very similar to the Culture Factory. Essentially what the Runout Groove does is they make you order these records ahead of time. 6-7 months in advance, you tell them how many you want. They make the records specifically to order. So if they got orders for 3,871 of them, that's how many they make. They're all numbered on the back, and they never repress them again. Okay, so Joe Satriani, Is There Love in Space? This is a music vinyl exclusive, limited edition to 1,500 copies on solid purple vinyl. Looks like this is a double disc. This is number 193. Another exclusive from Music on Vinyl, Golden Earrings Cut, limited edition of 1,500 gold-colored copies. This is number 272. Dream Theater, Lost, Not Forgotten. This is 2 LPs and a CD. A couple of reissues from Robbie Williams. Life Through a Lens. And I've Been Expecting You. I've had some of his originals come in a couple years back. They were not cheap. That was a couple of years ago. I'm guessing they're quite a bit more expensive now. Bad Flower. This is How the World Ends. Couple more titles from Music on Vinyl. The Isley Brothers 3+3. This is limited to 1,500 on crystal clear vinyl. Great album. Another great Isley Brothers album. This is limited to 1,500 on crystal clear vinyl. Giving it back. Actually, it's a nice textured cover there as well. They did a good job on this. All right, this I was looking forward to this. Ronnie Wood talked about this on his Instagram, Facebook. Mr. Luck. This is essentially Ronnie Wood doing a live tribute to Jimmy Reed. 2 LP set. Live at the Royal Albert Hall. All right, we got a Depeche Mode box set. This is Ultra, the 12-inch singles. 8 12-inch singles. Limited number edition. This is number 1143. They've done a whole bunch of these, kind of all the singles for their various albums throughout the years. Marley, let's see, what is this? Fugazi, limited edition 4 LP set, original 1984 album remixed, unreleased triple live album recorded in Canada, 24-page book, little live concert box set. Live concert, so you got the album, 2021 remix of the album, and then you've got disc 2, 3, and 4 is the live concert. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Armed Forces. This is the colored vinyl version of this box set. Just made available. I think this was a website exclusive for him as well. You could get the standard black vinyl anywhere else, but the colored vinyl was exclusive to his website. When I looked online, these were going for hundreds more than they retail for. But I got a few of these, and they're on the website. Laura Nyro, 8 LP box set, highlighting the classic period from 1967 to 78, with an additional LP of rarities and live recordings exclusive to this box. Name of the box set is American Dreamer. So that is it for this week, guys. Check us out online at the website, theingroove.com. All right, until next time.